Hello everyone and welcome back to the vlog. This is going to be our extra special piece this week because I'm trying to keep on track and I don't want to really interrupt the three-part piece that I'm doing on How to Twitter. However, I had something I wanted to get out before this weekend, so because I missed one due to technical difficulties, now we're trying to squeeze something in the middle. So, going to go over it real quick. This one's going to probably be short because there's not a lot that needs to be said. Today's topic is publication dates and utter paranoia. I have a piece that's going to be coming out this weekend, Valentine's Day in fact. February 14th, Monolith is going to be releasing their first ever serial that's going to be Absolute Valentine Memory Green. For those of you that aren't familiar with Absolute Valentine is a retro wave 80s band. Really good stuff. If you like throwback music, if you liked soundtracks from the 80s, or if you like synth pop or any kind of electronica music, definitely give them a shot. Some really good stuff in there. Anyway, Monolith's parent company is Crush Pop Productions, and Crush Pop Productions and Absolute Valentine have been friends and worked together for years. So it was natural for those two parties to kind of grow a little bit more. And this new project that's coming out is actually a novelization of a character concept that has run through a lot of Absolute Valentine's work, thus the name Valentine. Fortunately for me, they decided to tap me to write it, and New Icon is incredibly happy, and Absolute Valentine is incredibly happy with what's going to be coming out. And I'm absolutely terrified. And this is kind of weird because this isn't the first time I've been published, and this isn't the first time I've had a standalone work, so I'm trying to figure out what's driving me crazy, and I think I finally got it nailed down. Most of my work has been in wargaming publications, or anthologies, which means very little of it has been a standalone. And even the work that I've done that has been standalone has been ancillary to a tabletop wargame. So it was never the principal product. It was always an add-on or something like that. So it was never terribly important if I got the job done right or not, from a business perspective. And while this isn't the first serial that I've had that's a standalone, I mean, I have my own work. I have my Patreon page. I've got War Eternal, which I'm writing on Chinelo, which is doing really good, by the way. Thank you for all my Patreon backers and for all of my Chinelo subscribers. War Eternal is doing really nicely, and I'm very proud. Thank you very much for reading. Those are just me. Like, nobody else's butt is on the line if I can't do this thing and I suddenly suck. It's just me. Whereas in this case, Crush Pop is launching a entirely narrative division of its own company. And not only are they launching this brand new division, they're coming out with 4 new titles for it, but none of the other titles are dropping until June or July. So, literally right now, the entire success or failure of Monolith as a business entity is kind of tied to how well Absolute Valentine does. The entirety of 3 months of Monolith succeeding or not succeeding to get their platform ready to go, and the groundwork that all of the other serials that they're going to be releasing this summer are going to be based on, is going to be me. This is terrifying. I mean, it's one thing if it's just me, if it's just my stuff, because then the only person that's on the line is me. Like, I'm not risking anybody else's mortgage payments. If it's a add-on or, a additional piece, such as Fallen Angels, the novella that I've written for Devil's Run, Route 666, which is still coming out in March. Really good stuff. That has me nervous because that's my biggest single piece that I've written, but like, it doesn't really matter because the principal thing people are buying are the game. So if the book works or doesn't work, it'll be hinged on how well the game sells or doesn't sell. Like, there's only so much that I can really affect that. Absolute Valentine is literally just me. Now, let's add to this that Crush Pop has been around for 5, 6, 7 years. I'm not sure the exact date. So it already has its own following that are going to read my stuff. They've read one or two of my pieces already, but they're not specifically my fans. Like, that's the other thing about this project is I have specifically my fans over here. We have specifically Crush Pop's fans over here. And then up here we have specifically Absolute Valentine fans. So we've got this triangle of different groups that are going to be reading this. And only 1/3 of them actually already know me and like me. So it's a really weird thing that's really nerve-wracking because I don't know where this is going to wind up going. I mean, so far, all the principals that have read it have been ridiculously happy with it. New Icon's already been talking to me about, okay, so now once we're done this, what are we going to do next? Like, we're already planning, if this sells the way that he expects it to, a continuation of this story, perhaps, or me picking up another title. So, like, there's more work going to be coming there. So he's really happy, but it's just the idea that literally the only thing that's going to be on Monolith's books for 2 months, as far as sales go, is going to be Absolute Valentine, and I'm terrified. So, yeah, just thought I'd share this all with you. And I'm not even really sure why I am. Because normally I try to be a very confident, give a very strong appearance, very strong airs. And, because if confidence is sexy, this has to be the least sexy video ever. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we are with it. Anyway, long and short of it is, if you'd like me to avoid having a heart attack, please go to, I believe it's going to be on Drive-Thru Fiction. If not, I will be posting a link pretty much everywhere on Sunday. But yeah, please go take a look at Monolith's new work. Take a look at Absolute Valentine. It's a cyber noir serial. So I tried to do a really good job of combining classic retro movie serials kind of feel, along with that, a cyber noir, a futuristic detective kind of feel to it. So I'm really happy with the way this has come up. I hope that everyone else is too. And that's about all the rambling I'm going to do for today. So hopefully this entertains somebody, and I will see you all on Sunday.